Hey everyone, welcome to the SEO Sydney podcast. Today we're going in depth about TikTok SEO and how you can utilize it to get your videos out into the algorithm. It can be frustrating spending hours creating and publishing a video only for it to not be pushed out onto the For You page. But as a creator, you need to realize that creating good videos is only half the battle. You also need to implement a solid SEO strategy.
TikTok is a social media platform that specifically targets Gen Zers. This generation is creative, expressive, and tech-savvy. To succeed on TikTok, brands must create content that resonates with this audience. Authenticity is key, as users quickly notice and reject false or inauthentic content. So if you are targeting this demographic for your brand or business to reach your website, TikTok is a great way to reach your audience.
So what is SEO? SEO, or search engine optimization, is the process of meticulously optimizing a website to improve the quantity and quality of its traffic. This is typically done through the use of keywords and various other techniques to rank the website higher on the search results page. Doing so means websites can attract more natural organic traffic with higher levels of conversion. This exact same concept can be applied to TikTok.
So what is TikTok SEO? Well, to explain it simply, TikTok SEO is the act of optimizing your content, descriptions, and profile so that it's easily discoverable through search functions on both TikTok and Google. By implementing an effective SEO strategy, you can easily define your content for the algorithm while simultaneously making your content easily findable through search. This can significantly increase the amount of received traffic to your video, giving it that boost it needs.
Why TikTok is important for your business. The social media landscape is in a constant state of change, and part of keeping up an online presence is to adapt to these changes. Short-form content is being viewed by millions of people and is an essential marketing tool for businesses big and small. If you aren't capitalizing on the sudden burst of attention that short-form content is receiving, then you're going to fall behind. In fact, according to the data from Google, close to 40% of Gen Z choose to search on TikTok and Instagram over Google when looking for a place to eat. Creating content doesn't need to be difficult, and by following our TikTok SEO strategy, you will be able to see immediate results. Before we dive into the full strategy, let's cover some TikTok SEO basics.
How the TikTok algorithm works. When someone creates a fresh account on TikTok, the app will begin serving them content based on gathered demographic data about the user. This may include language, location, age, and even device information. As the user begins to scroll through content, TikTok begins gathering data about how long they watched a video, whether they shared or liked it, or even what series of videos they watched before eventually deciding to close the app. Slowly, a user persona can be created with all their interests, demographics, and various other information. With this data, TikTok can perfectly curate a constant stream of content for its users. As marketers, we need to make sure our content is easily found by users through search functions as well as easily identified by the algorithm, so we can serve our videos to the correct audience.
There's a wide variety of ranking signals that TikTok uses to determine who to serve a video to. They can be broken down into three main categories: user interactions, video content, device information, and settings.
Almost any action taken by a user is both measured and weighed by TikTok to determine a video's authority within the FYP algorithm. This could be as simple as leaving a like, favorite, or comment, and sometimes more complex signals, such as watching a video to its completion or clicking on a TikTok video share link.
When Binge promoted the Game of Thrones prequel House of the Dragon in 2022, the primary call to action for the campaign was stream the biggest show of the year, House of the Dragon, now on Binge. The video assets cleverly reference key scenes and characters, capturing the attention of both existing fans and newcomers. Binge collaborated with Australian TikTok creators and cosplayers who attended the show's premiere, adding an authentic touch to their content. They strategically coordinated organic content strategies using scene, clips, and formed partnerships with Australian brands. Some mistakes that brands can make are sticking to traditional values of commercial branding by producing overly polished, staged content or releasing content that lacks human or personable elements. Instead, brands should focus on creating fun, genuine content that will resonate with users.
2. Video content. All content present in a video will be used to categorize it. This includes, but is not limited to, descriptions, hashtags, video transcripts, visual imagery, and titles. TikTok will look at various settings such as your language preference and country of origin to serve content that's most relevant to you. These ranking factors are mostly unable to be influenced.
Binge's collaboration with TikTok surpassed expectations in reach, video views, and engagement. It successfully connected with the younger generation and energized existing fans. A Kantar ad effectiveness study showed outstanding results. The campaign exceeded norms with a 26.7% increase in ad awareness, 25.9% lift in intent to subscribe, and 23.5% lift in brand association. The House of the Dragon campaign maintained a significant share of voice, engaging the community and delivering impressive results.
Google and TikTok rank content with completely different signals. For instance, Google will rank a website based on its relevance, authority, and experience, while TikTok will serve a video based on its user interaction, content, and the user's account and device information. The big difference in ranking signals means there's quite a different approach to SEO strategy between the two search engines.
The big difference in ranking signals means there's quite a different approach in SEO strategy between the two search engines. Optimizing for video. TikTok is a video sharing platform, so TikTok SEO involves optimizing for visual-based content rather than the more traditional forms of text-based content found on Google. With video-based content, you need to focus on visuals, audio, and other elements, not just text-based optimizations.
Binge aimed to build awareness, energize the fan base, and increase subscriptions. They partnered with TikTok to extend the campaign to younger audiences and created captivating content referencing key scenes and characters.
On TikTok, videos are categorized and sorted with hashtags and are used to help users find specific content. In order to keep up effective SEO on TikTok, creators need to be keeping up to date with trending and upcoming hashtags.
Branded challenges like hashtag #InMyDenims and hashtag #DoTheScottSlide are campaigns created by brands in partnership with creators to promote specific hashtags and challenges, driving awareness for both the brand and the challenge itself. On the other hand, community challenges are organic and typically emerge from viral trends or popular questions on TikTok. They're not tied to a specific brand or product and can often cater to a smaller set of creators within the TikTok community. An example of a community challenge is the hashtag 3-minute makeup challenge, which is more niche and appeals to a specific group of creators.
Now that we've got the basics over with, here's how to do TikTok SEO the right way. Firstly, understand your audience and niche.
Before you even begin making videos, you need to first establish and then understand your content niche. To do this, you must research the type of videos your audience is watching and interacting with. With this information, you can then begin to know the types of videos your audience enjoys watching. It's then very easy to construct your video formula and structure referencing your target audience's interests.
The next step is to begin researching and staying up to date with any trending or upcoming audio, hashtags, or keywords that are generating attention within your chosen niche. Actively performing these examinations will not only provide you with deep insight into the competition, but also improve your strategy and approach to TikTok SEO as a whole.
Create videos that you know your target audience will love and interact with. Use the hashtags you found, trending audio, any keywords you found, and a call to action.
Track video statistics and adjust your strategy as required. The hardest part is now over. Congratulations! But now you need to track and measure the fruits of your labor. TikTok offers an analytics page on your account so you can easily track the performance of your video. But by default, you won't be able to access the analytics tab unless you've switched your account to a business account. You can do this by going to your accounts and privacy, tapping Manage Account, and then hitting the Switch to a business account option. SEO is an ongoing process, which means you will need to adapt and iterate your niche-specific strategy throughout the entire process. For instance, if your watch completion is low, consider shortening your videos. Or if your interactions are a bit lower than usual, consider including a graphic that encourages the viewer to leave a like.
To recap, if you aren't already using TikTok to promote your business, then you're missing out on a huge marketing opportunity. It's quickly becoming one of the largest social media platforms of the modern age, so learning how to utilize this huge platform is essential. By understanding your audience, keeping up to date with trends within your niche, creating high-quality content, and tracking your video statistics, you can quickly grow your social media presence and drive traffic to your business.
If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the SEO Sydney podcast channel. By subscribing, you will gain expert insights on the latest trends and developments in the field of SEO. Thanks for watching.